Break through the consciousness of walls. Xiefeng. Creation has destined the snail to travel with a heavy shell on its back. Most mollusks have protective shells. The softer they are on the inside, the harder their exterior. The harder they are inside, the softer their exterior. Humans exhibit a similar phenomenon. Those who are harsh and domineering with their wives and children at home, or aggressive with siblings, neighbors, and friends, tend to become weak and submissive when they travel far from home. Conversely, those who are meek and gentle with their loved ones often display courage and strength in front of strangers. People who are adept at internal conflicts within their own circles are often humble outside, while those who attack their own compatriots, nation, or country often appear very compliant and docile in front of foreigners. The less attractive a person feels, the more they tend to package themselves. The poorer one's economic situation, the more they are inclined to wear branded clothes. The less powerful one is, the more they like to put on airs. The less wise one is, the more they pretend to be profound and broad-minded. The less capable one is, the more they flatter and ingratiate others. The weaker one's inner self, the more they tend to fortify and isolate themselves. The narrower one's mind, the more they defend themselves. In front of my house, there used to be a wire fence surrounding the largest golf course in Harare. Inside the course, there were lush green grass, gentle slopes, and a vast, open view. From the outside, the view inside was beautiful, and from the inside, the outside scenery was equally picturesque. However, a month ago, things suddenly changed. A wall was erected around the golf course. Now, those outside can no longer see the scenery inside, and those inside can no longer see the scenery outside. The expansive view became narrow in an instant, with the cold, gray wall now dominating the sight, creating a deep sense of oppression. I remember 10 years ago when the walls around homes were low, some even had no walls at all, using plants and vines to surround their yards instead. Some only used steel bars or wire mesh, allowing pedestrians outside to fully enjoy the unique beauty of each household's garden, appreciating the flowers and plants, and watching the playful dogs and cats inside. The people within the yards could freely take in the scenery outside, effectively expanding their own space and extending their view to infinity. But now, every household has high walls, and these walls are often topped with barbed wire. The gates are made of thick black iron plates, sealed tightly without a crack, completely isolating the inside from the outside. By blocking others, one also blocks oneself. By limiting others' views, one also limits one's own. Closing the doors and windows prevents the entry of sunlight and fresh air. By not opening one's heart, one rejects opportunities for communication with other beautiful souls. Cleverness turns into folly. The more one defends, the more confined they become. The more one emphasizes safety, the less secure they feel. The vastest ocean accommodates the most rivers, and the most open heart is most likely to give birth to the greatest thoughts. Those who do not reject diverse diets have the strongest bodies. The person who receives the most love is the one who selflessly gives their love to as many people as possible. The moment you feel great and extraordinary is precisely when you are at your smallest and most useless. When you feel wise and profound but your heart is arrogant, that is the moment when you are most ignorant. When you hide your emotions and thoughts, believing you have acquired valuable treasures, it is when you are actually harboring rotten and foul garbage. When you are desperately trying to protect and defend yourself, setting up defenses everywhere, that is the moment when you are at your weakest, most troubled, and most bored. A lamp should be placed on a stand to shine and illuminate, flowers should bloom at the right time to release their fragrance, and people should seize opportunities to create. Opportunity knocks but once, time waits for no one. Life is short, one cannot passively avoid the world, lingering and hesitating in wait and observation. Lost time can never be retrieved, and missed opportunities will never come again. Every day, every moment is a part of life. One must not let idleness and emptiness occupy the precious space of life. Though the pigsty may be large, it cannot offer a view of the scenery outside. While one can swim in a pond, it cannot allow one to experience the vast and majestic sea. Surrounding oneself with walls may enable survival, but it cannot let one appreciate the diverse wonders of the world. Lying in a coffin buried underground may protect one from the cold wind and fierce storms, but it also deprives one of the myriad joys of life. Break through the consciousness of walls and step out of the prison of the mind. Soar like a petrel riding the stormy waves. Integrate your talents and wisdom into the creation of the Lifechanyuan era. Let your beautiful and precious life flow into the tide of the new era. Clinging stubbornly to the past cannot save you, holding on to remnants and defects means regression and death. Conservatism cannot compare to openness, sticking to the old is not as good as innovation. Waiting is not as good as striving forward, silent death is not as good as calling out for life. Playing seriously, being serious in play, and constantly striving towards the highest state of life, this is the most vibrant and passionate life. Break through the walls of life and enter the paradise of celestial being life. Break through the walls of the family and enter the home of universal love. Break through the walls of religion and political parties and enter the deeper sanctuary of Lifechanyuan. Break through the walls of the nation and enter the homeland of life. Most importantly, break through the walls of the mind and soar freely toward infinite freedom. Courageously venture into mysterious and unknown realms, explore the wonders of the vast universe, experience the charm and joys of another form of life, and feel the vast and boundless spiritual realm and the magical thinking melody of creating something out of nothing. Live every moment with boundless freedom, passion, and joy. As long as you break through, you will see a whole new world.